Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Real Long Walk. And I just about left my crafting table, apparently. How dare I almost leave that crafting table? You know what? I need to... Oh, I need to fart, apparently. Wait, it seemed like didn't I plant some trees? Am I thinking of another... Oh, I'm thinking of something else, I bet. Yeah, but I'm thinking of the other island. No, there was already trees on the other island, weren't there? Crap, I can't remember. Here we go. We're being Johnny freaking Appleseed, apparently. Yeah. I'll get the shears. Hopefully we will run into some sheep. Hopefully we're going to run into a landmass that will have some sheep on them. Could actually use some wood, too. That is true. I'm actually getting a little bit low on wood. It's been getting low on wood. Hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday, aka hump day. The worst day to run out of wood. Yep, I did that joke. And I'm only moderately ashamed. I feel mostly okay with that one. You can say that I shouldn't have done it, but I think I feel moderately okay that I did that joke. If I keep talking about it, the more I'll become more and more ashamed of it. So, Shook I made a wood joke. Wood joke relating to penises. So yeah. Yeah. I the commentary is degenerating rapidly. I did a weird joke about fists in the last one or not one before, and now that one. So wait for another 100 episodes. There's no telling what you'll hear then. Go in time travel. Watch it. Come back and tell me whether I should be disappointed with myself. Because the answer will likely be yes. I'm expecting that, but I want to know if my expectations would be, will be correct. It's midday, and we slept on that island? I like how I look back like we would see that island. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday. I am still feeling very lethargic. It is getting on my nerves. I didn't do a ton of recording yesterday. And I don't think I'm going to do much today. I think I mentioned it in the last one. See, now I'm having trouble remembering stuff. Well, I've actually never had that I never. Wait. What am I trying to say? I think I was going to say I've never had that problem before. Then I realized that I wasn't saying it correctly. Maybe I should say I've never had a problem with having that problem before, because I've always had a problem remembering stuff. Something like that. Just inside your brains, put together a sentence that makes sense along the lines of what I was trying to say there. I'm going to assume that you guys know what I'm saying. Feel free to put in the comments for those who still can't get their brains around it. Mostly for me. So I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm still haven't got much energy. Luckily, I'm not having any digestive problems, or not very much. Like I was, so I think maybe it's more related to heat. It's kind of annoying. Well, what's annoying is something my teacher said way back in 7th grade, 7th or 8th grade health class. Because I guess this isn't exactly something that's unusual. It's more unusual now that I've been, having, a lot more spells of feeling tired and sleepy, that sort of thing, here lately. But I remember my health teacher saying one time, yeah, one of my uncles, he would come home from, he would come home from work, and he used to not take a nap after work, but then he started getting tired, and then he was like, so for about a month, he would always take a nap after he came home from work, and then he died. So thank you, health teacher, for telling me that way back then on my very impressive brain. Impressive as in easily impressed upon. Not the my brain is nothing to be impressed about. But there's another word for that, isn't it? What is the other word for that? But anyway, yeah. So I've thought about that several times. I'm like, great. I'm happy that comes to mind. I don't think it's anything seriously. So yeah, I've been to the doctor, about my stomach and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point it's more to do with the heat and the fact that summer happened as I was kind of getting over it. So I'm looking forward to fall and winter. Seriously. But seriously, thanks. I'm not gonna say his name, just in case this. If I were to ever do something like, like say, dang you, specific named person who doesn't know about YouTube or what I've done in the last, so many years, and I were to use his name, this would wind up being a video that get like 50 million views, and then you'd find out and be like, I thought Shook always loved me as a teacher. I didn't know that. Shook hated me. He was he was an alright teacher. Yeah. A lot of people, I hear a lot of people talking about teachers and stuff and having bad ones. I don't really recall ever really having any bad teachers. I may have just struck them from my brain, possibly, but when I was incredibly quiet as a kid, uh, well, more so in public. I've always been, a bit of a shy, introvert type person. So I guess that had something to do with it. I never gave the teacher anything to, never gave the teacher any ammunition, which is probably a very good thing considering. But yeah, I've never really had that much trouble with them. Got along with them pretty well. I do know that there was one time I was in the bathroom and oh, I just remembered something. I actually just remembered something really funny. Yeah, I'll have to talk about that. Because I don't know if I've ever talked to anybody about it in quite a while. That would be an amusing story if I can remember very much about it. I'm gonna have to hopefully remember most about it because I can't remember stuff very well. I might have had some annoying teachers, and I just can't remember them very well because I have a lot of trouble remembering stuff from ever. But especially when I was a kid, I just can't remember it very well. I don't. Maybe when I get strange enough, maybe when I get old and get Alzheimer's, which I'm surely destined to do at some point, maybe it'll work like Alzheimer's, and I'll remember way back when way better than present time. So Maybe that'll be when I can remember stuff about my childhood. But yeah, what was I've already kind of forgotten what I was going to say. I was in the bathroom, and oh wow, this actually sounds like a terrible beginning of the story. I was in the bathroom, and I was washing my hands, and there was another kid or two in there, and one of them, got his hands wet and just like flicked his hands, like flicked water at me, So I was like, okay, not a big deal. I'll flick water back at you. Uh, and my teacher saw that. She didn't see him do that. She saw me do that, and which, nowadays, if a teacher did something like she did to me, it probably would be quite an issue. But I mean, I was in first grade, and personally, I don't know. It hurt my feelings at the time, but I mean, it's not like she actually really, really hurt me. But she got spat me on the leg. I don't think it really even hurt. It was just like the shock of the mental shock of it. Hurt my feelings some. And I've never washed my hands since. Yeah, no mental scars there. I wash my hands, don't worry. I really do. I'd really wash my hands. It'd be weird if that was the mental trauma that I had from that. Yeah, my teacher, she kind of slapped my leg a little bit, and now I never wash my hands again. Kind of scares you that you may have that I shook hands with you earlier, right? Right. Yeah, the story that I thought of after I started talking about that one, I never had, I really never had trouble in school, period. Including stuff like principal's office. But there was this one time, that I was on the playground, and me and two other guys got caught into the principal's office. And I was, like I said, I've always been quite the introvert. I would probably say I was definitely shy as a kid, teenager. Cause when was this? This was in middle school, so 10th grade, not 10th grade. I was 10 years old, then 11. So I did fail a year. I did fail my 5th grade year the first time. That's when I first got my stomach issues and missed a lot of school. So I'm having to remember to calculate that in there. Guess I was between the ages of 11 and 15, I guess. 11 and 14. Somewhere around in there. 10, 11, 5th grade again. So 12 to 14 for between 6th and 8th grade. And it was probably more along. I kind of haven't been watching the screen very well. Have I passed land? Okay, good. So yeah, it's probably about 12, 13 years old at the time. And I don't know why, but there was a kid that was tugging at my pants like he was going to pull them down. and I was like, it's kind of freaking me out because the last thing that I would feel comfortable doing is burying my butt to a school assembly, an impromptu school assembly. I figure if you're going to do that, you want to do it purposely. You might get in trouble for that, but at least you could bear the embarrassment. Bear the embarrassment. better. Actually, probably wouldn't be good to do it, period. Probably best just not to do a period, if you can help it. But yeah, it's freaking me out. You know, him trying to do that. And there was I think there was another guy who was kind of like, hey, man, quit doing that, man. I freaking forgot about this. And so they were kind of like, you know, I forgot that I was kind of friends with this guy, actually. I guess I was kind of friends with that guy. But anyway, yeah, that he was I guess he's kind of trying to stand up for me. Yeah. Thanks, man, who I'm going to leave unnamed because I'm not absolutely sure if I can remember your name. Seriously, terrible, terrible memory. I don't remember very much at all. I can mostly just remember the people I graduated with, and only what 20% of those guys. So yeah. I guess they kind of caused a little bit of a ruckus, and he never actually pulled my pants down, thankfully, very, very thankfully. And we got called to the principal's office, and let's just say the only time I've been called to the principal's office, the principal just after about 4 or 5 minutes, he was just like, instead of giving us paddlings, which I don't know if they do in schools now, there were paddlings back when I was in school. There might still be paddlings. I don't know, but instead of something like that, the principal was just kind of like, he just started laughing and just told us, "Get out, go." So, yeah, the closest I've ever got in trouble just ended with the principal starting to laugh, and then just to get out, go. Don't pull people's pants down. Yeah, it's been a long. I'm surprised I remember that. I mean, most people would be able to remember that very well. I figure, but yeah, I hadn't thought of that in a long time. I don't think I ever really got in trouble. Any. I did get in trouble when I was in high school. As a group. Me as a group. No, me part of a group got in trouble. We I was in a computer building class. We had a let me grab a quick sip of drink. They didn't have any Sprite at the grocery store, so I'm having to drink Dr. Pepper. Anyway, yeah, there was she had taught a class called Computer Discovery. I don't know, what all, I don't know what, how wide range, a class like that was, like through the country or whatever, but it dealt with computer stuff. In the school that I went to, there was Computer Discovery, Tech Discovery, and something else, Discovery. I can't remember what the other one was, but we, it was in 9th grade, and there's a tree over there, so we're good if we happen to die around in here. I guess I need to go make me some new beds. It might be landmass, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it was a computer building course. And we learned a lot about building. I don't know why I did wool like that. We learned about building computers, putting them all together, which is the source of how I know a bit about computers now, like the actual inner workings of them. But yeah, we learned how to do that. You know, install the operating system and stuff like that. And we, after 3 or 4 months, we went to this place that you know, several different schools around the just the district was going there. Well, it wasn't just in my district. How far did this district go anyway? I'm not even sure, to be honest. But yeah, several schools. It was a good 7, 8, 9 different schools came together. Was building computers for, I can't remember the point of it, but you know, we got out of school for the day, so that's cool. You know, and so yeah, we did that. We had fun down there. We really did, and apparently people had way too much fun on the bus ride back because I didn't even know this happened. I guess because me and my friend Corey, we were talking about stuff. Who knows? Back then we were talking about Jurassic Park a lot. Uh, I don't know if I mentioned my friend Corey. I don't see him just super often or for super long at a time. He works at the grocery store near here, so I do get to see him every now and then. He's really the only person uh, from my school days that I keep in contact with. Period. So yeah, we were good friends back then. I mean, we're still good friends now, but we just barely communicate. Uh, anyway, he was in the class, and I guess we were busy talking, you know, whatever, and apparently somebody on the bus mooned an old lady on the way back. And yeah, we got, as a class, very, very sternly talking to. I did not moon the lady. Seriously, I don't. I actually don't know who did it. I think I had an idea at the time who did it, but yeah, he you know, he did the whole thing. You know, somebody, you know, I'm gonna you know, leave, and whoever did it had best come forward. Uh, you know, and I don't think everybody, you know, I don't think anybody ever came forward about that. I just know we never got to go anywhere again. And the rest of the class, which was a whole semester, was boring as crap because the you know the way it was, we were supposed to learn about computer stuff, and that was going completely over my brain, way over my brain. Now I might understand a little bit better now, but I think it would still have went, you know, quite a bit over my head. See, I guess you could say I kind of got in trouble then as a collective. Mm, yeah, I was a pretty good student, I guess. I didn't have to study very much. I guess that made me a terrible student because I didn't retain it for like. But then again, I wonder if I had studied, whether or not I would have retained it anyway. I guess that's the thing. I guess if you have a bad memory, you just kind of naturally have a bad memory. But anyway, since we're here on dry land, I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. Oh, one thing I did want to say, I meant to say at the beginning, but I got totally sidetracked from what I was actually going to talk about. We'll talk about The Walking Dead in the next episode. I haven't actually played that much of it since the last episode, so I guess it's just as well. But yeah, I mentioned about episode 100, hoping to have a guest. I don't know if I can do that the way I wanted to. Host the server and allow a guest to play on here with me. Because I don't know how to do commands. I'm going to try to do some research on it for episode 100. Today's Wednesday, 99 for 98, 99 Friday. That would mean 100 would be on Sunday. So I don't know. Maybe worst case scenario, I can have, you know, one of the gatekeepers on Skype. So yeah. Worst case scenario. I'm going to try and make it a longer episode than right now. Than typical. Maybe a 40-minute to an hour long one, which is why I want a guest. So I'm not the sole keeper of the commentary. But anyway, yeah. I'll try to figure that out. But before then, and now, I guess, I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed. I don't always think to say this, but if you did enjoy, leave a like. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Tell me something to talk about, so I don't talk about weird incidents of pantsing in school. Cause I hope nobody wants to hear that anymore. But yeah, give me something to talk about in episode 100 special. In case I don't have a guest with me. So yeah. Do hope you guys enjoyed, as I've already previously stated. And I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.